Welcome back to our weekly crypto update show, everybody. Another pretty big week. Probably first cab off the rank is the bank I use here in Thailand have just purchased the second biggest crypto exchange. The world of crypto is certainly coming full force to traditional banking here in Thailand, without a doubt. Other things of note, if you're a gamer, the Nine Chronicles game is coming up on its 3rd-year anniversary today. So new tournament starting, or registration for that, is in fact taking place 1st of November, I believe, for about 2 days. So if you're a gamer and you want to check that out. On the gaming front, we've actually seen 2.3 billion come back into gaming in the crypto space so far this year. So we'll get Jesse's thoughts. Of other note, searches related to Bitcoin up 800% in the last week in the UK, up nearly 300% in the US, and searches for can I buy Bitcoin with Fidelity are up over 3,000%. This is all in the last week, people. Is crypto winter over? We'll give you our thoughts on that.
Oh, spring is here.
BTC transactions over 100K have also surged massively. They're at an all-time high this year. Also, it is, in fact, the Bitcoin anniversary of the white paper 15 years ago today. It was published. Obviously, that was released during a financial meltdown. Just one last thing. The CME, which is traditional finance, they are set to overtake Binance as the largest derivatives exchange. So how about you jump in the next balloon and give us your thoughts on what the chart's telling us?
Yeah, so Bitcoin looking good. We're in an uptrend. We were worried about this resistance. I think last time we talked about the show, we were up against the 30K resistance here. And we were saying, if we are going to reject, we're going to reject at this 30K level. We're now above that 30K level. Beautiful little sign of strength here, continuing the uptrend. So the trend is your friend until it ends. And if we go down to some smaller time frames, let's go down to the hourly. We're flagging. So we are inside of a bull flag right now, just a big move up. A bull flag is characterized as a big move, break of a resistance, and then a consolidation before likely continuation. So upside targets for me for Bitcoin, like I said at the last show, anywhere from 40 to 45, even $50,000. There's not a lot of resistance in our way once we tell the market, or once the market is convinced that this is a true breakout. There's really nothing in our way up until 45K. So things are looking really, really good on the Bitcoin front. We're seeing altcoin rotation as well. We're starting to see people begin to speculate on shitcoins, and the whole BRC20 token space has been taking off as well. So, a lot of the shit coins that are coming to Bitcoin have been popping off. We saw some incredible gains with some of the tokens. Meme was up. Geez, it came up nearly 300%, 200% from the breakout, actually. Ord is up considerably from the bottom of its range. Did 100% rally. We're seeing moves. We're seeing big multiple X moves in the shitcoin space. So things are getting lively.
When we see the different types of ordinals and stuff like track going up, let's say in a couple of months, or years or whatever, let's just say I've hit a top that I want to sell. This is a little bit unprecedented, isn't it? Because normally it would be selling some shitcoin on ERC20s, hopefully turning that into Ethereum or a stable coin, and then blah, 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 moving it. But this is you're getting Bitcoin right away, basically.
Yeah. So it's kind of like what the 2017 cycle was. 2017, the all-time high of 2017, it didn't have stablecoins yet. Stablecoins kind of became mainstream in 2018 in the bear after the 2017 cycle. So if you were trading back then in 2017, everything was the Sats pair. It was always the BTC pair. So we're kind of back to that Bitcoin pair
If you're just trying to get straight into Bitcoin, profits, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
It is actually something. It's a really good point, Jesse. I mean, we were Bitcoin only for 3-4 years, so to have something like this where we can get the people in that want to become the instant millionaires, but as you say, they're exiting back into to Bitcoin in this scenario as opposed to a stable, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Just a quick question on that one, Blue. I mean, obviously, when we're seeing these things pop off, and there'll be lots of people watching, they will go, "Wow, okay, I can make 300% on these things now." That's really what brings a lot of people into this crypto space. But what sort of liquidity is there on these things? Is it difficult to get out of those coins? Are you going to crash the market if you're one of a handful of players in meme coin?
Liquidity is very low right now. A lot of these things trade like NFTs. There is a marketplace, but it's like we've done before, where you buy 1,000 track or you sell 1,000 track. It's not liquid like a traditional altcoin is, but where there's friction, there's opportunity, and that's what we're seeing in the BRC20 space. Unisat is already in beta testing for their swap. So it's Uniswap basically on Unisat. And there are people who are using that, and it's getting a lot of hype and attention towards the BRC20 space. And when they launch that on mainnet, we're going to have a Uniswap on the Bitcoin network. So that's coming in days, weeks, maybe months. But it's coming. It's already being tested and being used. So that's why we're seeing a lot of attention go towards BRC20s right now.
Obviously, last cycle, I think a lot of people did very, very well, including ourselves, with effectively airdrops, which we're getting in there, and you were rewarded for taking the time to technically understand something, use an exchange. That certainly happened in the case of Uniswap. Speculation, but do you see that type of thing happening?
Yes,
in this scenario,
it's already happening. It's already happening. So the Unisat OG pass was for people who were inscribing ordinals very, very early, acquired a couple hundred points of inscriptions, and then they were able to mint a OG Unisat pass. That's selling for 0.12 BTC today.
Right.
So these people didn't do anything except pay some miners for some inscriptions, and now they have 0.12 BTC. Furthermore, those people were eligible for early access to the Unisat swap dashboard. But you're already seeing rewards for people getting in early. So token airdrops, no brainer. Of course, we'll see that.
Jesse.
Well, as Baloo knows, I've been trying to set up my BISC so I can dabble with Bitcoin transactions, payments, international, not using exchange. And BISC does seem to be the thing that I'm most interested in using. But I tell you, it's still coordinating with the bank, right? It's even though it's making transactions maybe safer, more anonymous, just an easier kind of peer-to-peer type of thing. I spent the first couple of days just trying to verify all my identification, which was like pulling teeth. Then I finally got it. I'm able to use Wise to get money on there, but it says, sorry, your debit card is not able. And so then I call Wise, and they look into it, and they're like, oh, there's nothing on our side. So I call my bank, and my bank's saying, nope, there's no sign. So Wise is telling me I can't use my debit card. Bank of America is telling me I can't use my debit card. I can't use my debit card. That's the state we're in. I can't set up my Wise account. I can't f***ing set it up. So I don't know what the fuck to do. But all I know is that I'm still relying on a bank. It's not, I'm not like, I'm like, guys, how do I sell Bitcoin easily? Oh, use BISC. Okay, what do I got to do? You got to deal with your bank. Motherfucker. But maybe it's just the fact that Wise sucks dick. I'm not sure. But I can't use Wise. There's Jesse's update.
There are other options as well. I really like Wise. I haven't had any issues with Wise, but you're clearly running into a lot more friction than I did. Bisq also has Zelle. I don't know what
use
kind
that.
of
I have my Thai bank. I have Zelle. I have Cash App. I feel like that's a good amount. I'm about to just give up on Wise because they just don't want me to use the service. I guess I don't know what it is. I'm from America. I mean, it's all I can imagine. As you can tell, it's driving me insane because it's just like they're always, no matter what cool new method of being a little bit more free comes up, it's just, for me, maybe not you, but for me, it's just instantly squashed by the Bank of America, which I think should have 3 Ks in its title. And I'm so fucking sick of not being able to have control of my money when I want it, because I say so, motherfucker. Not because you allow me to, you cunt.
You know, this cycle feels like it is going to be characterized by regulation around stable coins, ETFs, which are obviously big institutional players in the space, and the tokenization of securities. You know, we're really starting to see the grassroots happening there. I do think there will be a parallel crypto economy to all of this as well, which is obviously what you're alluding to here.
I think the people who are here now, paying attention now and learning what to do now, we're kind of the end. Like, we're the last cohorts of ease of access to true control of our funds. Now that may change. We might really have some sort of innovative opportunity that really does give the power of immutability and unconfiscatability and true power and control back to the users. But the regulators know that they can't get rid of this, so they're going to do everything they fucking can to kind of try and control it. And if they can't control it, they're going to try and control you. So we're getting near the door is shutting, basically. So you need to get this stuff in your possession, because it's only going to get harder and harder. But I do think that ultimately we will figure out solutions that will be widely adopted, widely accepted. It's just the whole transitionary period is going to be interesting. You know, I feel like we're definitely entering the then they fight you phase of this adoption. And yeah, it's going to be interesting what happens next.
There you go. So yeah, please reach out if there's anyone out there with some ideas and solutions on this. There's a demand, as Baloo says. Okay, guys, the intent of the show is to obviously keep it short and sweet, and you can catch Baloo on his channels. He's putting out plenty of content. We hope to ramp this up a bit more as well now. It clearly is go time again, isn't it, guys?
Big time.
Yeah. It's go time.
Yeah, I believe so. So we'll endeavour to find some little gems for you as well. And I know it's sort of fairly general information at this point, but yeah, we really do want to get this community going again. Exciting times ahead. Don't miss the boat, people. See you all soon.
Later.